Welcome to Buchanhaven's video library. Today we will be showing you how to add and subtract using decimals. When adding and subtracting decimals, we use the same format for decimals as we do with whole numbers. Children often know this as the chimney method. First, let's look at an example without using decimals to remind ourselves of the process. First, we start with the number in the far right-hand side, which in this case is the units. In the example you see here, the two numbers in the units column are 6 and 1. By adding these two numbers together, we arrive at the sum of 7. In the next column to the left, you'll see an 8 and a 3. In adding these numbers, we get a total of 11. Firstly, you will put a 1 in the same column, and then in the next column, under the second line, we will put another 1 under the line to carry over. In the final column, you will see a 4 and a 2, but you must also remember to add the 1 that we carried over into this column. So the final sum is 4 add 2 add 1, which equals 7. This gives us a final answer of 717. When adding with decimals, we use the same format as before. The process is exactly the same. However, it is important that you keep the decimal places in line with each other in order to avoid confusion. Here's how to do it in this example. First, ensure that the decimal point in your answer is in line with the question. Then, we go to the farthest right column, in this instance, the hundredths. We add 7 and 1, which equals 8. Then we go to the next column to the left, where we have 9 add 2, which equals 11. We put 1 in place, and then carry the other 1 across to the next column underneath. Then we go to the final column, where we have 3 add 9 add 1. This equals 13. We put the 3 in and carry the next one over to the final column, leaving us with an answer of 13.18. The expectation for children aiming to achieve second level is to be able to add 7-digit numbers with 3 decimal places. Here's an example of a larger addition sum. As always, the first thing that we do is ensure that the decimal point in the answer is in line with the question. After that, as before, we will go to the farthest right column, in this instance, the thousandths. We will add 4 and 7, which makes 11. We put the 1 in and carry the 1. 8 add 1, add the additional 1, makes 10, so we will have 0 and carry another 1. 9 add 6, add 1, makes 16, so we will put in the 6, and then after the decimal point we will carry another 1. 1 add 4 add 1 will make 6. 6 add 2 will make 8. 4 add 9 will make 13, we will put in a 3 and carry the 1. 2 add 3 add 1 will make 6, leaving us with a total of 6,386.601. Subtraction also follows the chimney method. When setting out your problem, ensure that your child puts the larger number on top, as this is integral to a subtraction sum. In this example, we have 436 and need to take away 281. Like the addition problems, you must always start at the farthest right column. 6 minus 1 equals 5. 3 minus 8 can't be done without borrowing from the next column. So we cross out the 4 and make it a 3, and put a 1 next to the 3 in the column we are working in to make it 13. Now we can take 8 from 13 to make 5. You're now left with 3 minus 2, which equals 1. Therefore, our answer is 155. As in addition, subtraction with decimals uses the exact same process. Most importantly, we must ensure that the decimal place stays the same. Here's an example. The first thing we must do is put the decimal place in our answer in line with the question. After that, we will look at the far right column, in this instance the hundredths. We will do 7 take away 1, which equals 6. Next we have 4 take away 5, which we cannot do. Therefore, we must go over to the next column to borrow the 8. We will cross out the 8 and turn that into a 7, and then change our 4 into a 14. 14 take away 5 equals 9. Then we can go across the decimal place to our final column. 7 take away 4 equals 3, leaving us with an answer of 3.96. As with addition, children who are aiming for second level in subtraction must be able to do this with 7-digit numbers and also with 3 decimal places. Here's an example. First, as always, we ensure we have the decimal place in our answer in line with the question. After that, we go to the farthest right column, in this case, thousandths. We do the first one, which is 4 take away 7, but we can't do that, therefore we have to borrow from the next column, which is the 8. We cross out the 8 and turn that into a 7, and carry that additional number over to the first column, making 14 take away 7, which is 7. Then we move to the next column to the left, which is 7 take away 1, which equals 6. Moving along again, we have 9 take away 6, which equals 3. After that, we cross to the next column, and we have 1 take away 4, which we cannot do. In this instance, we cannot go to the next column as we cannot take anything from 0. So we have to go again to the next column after that and take from the 8, turning that into a 7, turning this 0 into a 10. But that still does not solve our problem of 1 take away 4. Therefore, we must cross out the 10 and turn that into a 9 before turning our 1 into an 11. Now we can complete the rest of our answer. 11 take away 4 will equal 7. 9 take away 2 will equal 7. And 7 take away 2 will equal 5, leaving us with an answer of 577.367. We hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful for supporting your children.